Hey everybody, it's Lisa Colon Delay, and today I'm going to talk about envy, why envy really happens. We've all had that pain of envy or jealousy, and some of us are activated or distracted by envy a lot. It's not called the green-eyed monster for nothing. It feels like a sudden emotion that comes over us, but hardly anybody knows or is aware of why it actually occurs. I'm going to share that in a second. First, I'm going to tell you that envy is on the list of the 7 deadly sins, so it's considered bad enough to be included on those sins, written way back in the day by Pope Gregory. But envy is also related to the 10th commandment, thou shalt not covet. We can't covet or want what someone else has unless we're envying first. So it's something that most of us will struggle with soon or today or sometime in our life. So back before the list of the 7 deadly sins came along, the topic of envy was tackled by a very wonderful desert father named Evagrius of Ponticus way back in the 300s. He noticed how it tripped up people, just about everybody, but especially those people who were seeking devotion and transformation in the desert when they came out to seek his wisdom or live a devoted life in these pre-monastic communities. So the reason we envy or covet is because we have compared ourselves to others and we sense our inferiority. Envy is tied up in our personal inferiority complex, and really nasty thoughts and actions can come from it. If you feel envious, don't shame yourself into it. It's a pretty normal and common human emotion we all will encounter. But we can realize that these attitudes are something we can change and reevaluate. We can recognize what's happening, and then we can decide, do we want to continue feeling inferior? We can push back on these initial reactions, and perhaps we can decide that actually what other people do or their business is none of our concern. We can instead learn to celebrate when others have wins. Instead of getting caught up in a trap or in a cycle of envy, we can ask for divine help. And we can realize anew where our ultimate worth comes from. It comes from our Creator. And we can reestablish our sense of worth knowing that we're deeply loved and we have our own talents and gifts to be grateful for. Those are not like others. So let's not begrudge others through envy that can lead to all kinds of things: hostility, malignant gossip, inflicting sabotage, but especially bitter feelings and hard feelings that can really interfere with our relationships. So as we cultivate responses of celebration, we can share in others' wins and rather than feel diminished by them. And this leads to a far more peaceful and grateful life. So envy and 8 other afflicting thoughts that Evagrius spoke about and how the desert elders in the 300s and 400s dealt with them are the subject of my upcoming book, The Way of the Desert Elders. That will be available in early 2026, but it will be available for pre-order soon in late June or early July, and I hope you can pre-order that. Subscribe to the channel here, and I'll see you again soon.